We may have a video on this already, but maybe I'll do it differently this time. Fall 19 test 4, parts 3, 4? No, no, 2, it's parts 2, 3. 2, 3. There we go. And it's always good to start here. Well, lately I've been doing it this way, and I'm happier about it. I put my 14 lines down here. 1, 2, 3. No, I just go by that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My answer is going to be down there. What's the first item on my answer? Vowel. Nice. Good. So I see vowel here. When I see vowel, isn't there vowel in there? What's at the end of that sequence? The one that I highlighted? F. Chymotrypsin clips the C terminal of F, tryptophan, and tyrosine. So it puts them at the end. Since we're on this row, this is interesting here. Tryptophan's at the end here, tyrosine's at the end here. Ladies and gentlemen, the best piece of information right here, this must be the C terminal. Why? It doesn't have F, terp, or tear in it. The only way to have that is to put that on the C terminal. Think about it. This was at the end of the sequence, is what C terminal means, and there was none of those 3 groups in it to put at the end. Okay, if there was one of those 3 groups in it, it would be at the end, and it wouldn't be this. It could still be the C terminal, but it would end with one of those groups. So, hey, you know the last 4 amino acids. We don't know the order yet. We don't have any points yet. But there's a lot of good information. So, talk to me about. We know the first 3 now. Please, let's get the 3 points. Please give me the 3 points for the first 3. I have one of those points. I need 2 more. Val, F, no, F can't be before seer. I just said that right here. Val, Sir, F. Has to be the last of those 3. Well, that's what that arrow means, ladies and gentlemen. If you have these 3 in a row, F is at the end. That's what the arrow means. That's the thinking. That's the showing your work. That is the showing your work. It's just an arrow, and people say, why is he putting that there? Well, it's part of your thinking. Okay, good news. We got 3 points. All right. What's this mean? Trypsin, glue. Glue's in here. How the heck does glue end up by itself unless it's after arg and lyse in this sequence and at the end? If there were 2 things after lyse here, there would be 2 things here. Does that make sense? If there were 3 things after lyse here, there would be 3 things here. There's only 1 thing after lyse here, and it's glue. Okay? Because glue ended up by itself. So glue goes where? These are the last 4 amino acids. Lyse is right before glue. And glue is at the end. It goes right there. Glue. How do you know what the second last one is? How could glue end up by itself here unless it was right after lyse? Here. Lyse. There's 2 more. Guess what? Oxen-free. What the heck? He's speaking nursery rhymes now? Oxen-free. Well, we know the last 4, and we know the last 2. There's only 2 left in this sequence. Correct? We know the last 2 are lyse and glue, and the 2 before it have to be illy. Congratulations, you're halfway there. Okay, good stuff. Pretty sure it's different than the video I posted before, which is good to see it done 2 different ways. What about trypsin? What's at the end of this monstrosity here? Lyse. Oh, it's pinky. What's the end of this one? Arch. Which one has the glue and the isoleucine and the lysine in it? That's the second one, yeah. But the first one's so small you forgot about it. There it is, this one. Okay, so let's see, we got the lyse, it's way over here. And lyse is at the end. Shouldn't be glue in here, right? Good. Because lyse is at the end of this sequence, you can't have the glue in here, and it's not. We know right before the lyse is the isoleucine, and I don't think we can get more out of this. Back to your chymotrypsin. Chymotrypsin. Glytier. No, we don't have any gly information. So we have all our cuts. Cyanogen bromide. Oh, I think it's going to help. Once again, the one with the met is on the left, and the one with the C terminal is everything after the met, right? If there's no met in it, it's the one after the met, the C terminal. So we have more C terminal information here. How many amino acids are in there? A lot. 1, 2, C term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's too many to get some information. And we got the val, surfa, and what about cyanogen bromide puts met at the end there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. You agree? This is not the C terminal. What's it called then if it's not the C terminal? What's the other? The amino terminal, the N terminal, nitrogen. We know the first 3 in this sequence, and we know the end of these 6 is methionine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just racked up another point. And that's only 6. What are the only 2 left that can go in here? Lu and Arg, and I know something about Arg, don't I? In the trypsin, Arg is after Lu. Fact, right here, Arg is after Lu. 2 more points. Arg has to be after Lu. Lu's next, Arg is next. Arg. And I'm going to do a video pause and then see what I have left to go. Video pause share, but I got to pause the video too. Stop sharing and then pause. Didn't get any of your suggestion on there, which is just okay, right? So we're down to these 4. I forgot to resume our recording. I just did some bookkeeping. I checked off what we'd already accounted for down here, and we need to know what the order of these 4 is, and there the 4 are. And we don't have information, but we know terp. Well, I think tier has to be after terp, or tier has to be before. It can be before. No, chymotrypsin. No. I think the only way is terp's at the end of this sequence, and these are in this sequence, right? Terp's at the end of this sequence, and I think it's next on the list, isn't it? Starting with, where's the earliest one on the list there? Lu. There's no further. Lu, Arg, Met, Glun-terp, right? Glun-terp. Has to be. I can get my pen back. Glun-terp. Puts terp at the end of glin. Terp's at the end of the glin containing sequence. And then gly-tier, because tier has to be after gly. And we're done. And save it. And once again, there's no one way to do these things. There's multiple ways of attacking it. It's like an NMR problem, right? And you won't have a big NMR problem on the file. Consider this the replacement of that. And boom, bam.